What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we have the full playthrough of the brand newly released COLISEUM Oven. So in this video, we're going to be going through not only the final stage, but also the first two stages, the first two rounds of COLISEUM Oven. And also, I have three separate teams in this video that you guys might be able to build in order to take on this COLISEUM. Obviously, he is available in the underground difficulty as well. So if you do find that it is a little bit challenging, you do have that option to farm him at a lower difficulty, which is what a majority of you should do because this character is really good. So before we get into that, let's actually discuss the character COLISEUM Oven, who is a strength powerhouse fighter character, and at max level at level 99 with his limit break, he has some pretty good stats right here with 2866 health, 1561 attack, and 307 recovery. His captain effect will boost fighter and powerhouse characters attack by 2.5 times and also give them a 1.2 times health boost, and he also does damage reflection. So the amount of damage that you actually go on ahead and received, you deal 3 times that to the enemy at the end of the turn. So it's a pretty interesting sort of captain effect, but it's a very low multiplier, so you wouldn't really be using it that often. It's his special ability though, is why it makes this unit so OP. So this character special starts off at 27 with his limit break, with limit break maxes at 13 turns. First of all, he removes all slot chance altering effects placed on your crew. So this means that any effect that increases the chance of landing on a certain orb or decreases the chance of landing on a certain orb, he completely removes that with the special. On top of that, he will remove crew's type slots, so he will consume the orbs and then deals strength damage to one enemy based on the number of type slots that he consumed. So basically, if he consumed like a full board of type orbs, he will deal 350 times his attack in strength damage to a single enemy, which if you calculate it is about 500,000 damage in strength damage. So that's pretty freaking cool. So you already get 2 really decent effects straight off the bat, but then on top of that, he states that he changes all slots into character's own type. After consuming them, he will go ahead and just give you a full board of orbs, and then if the enemy is immune to all effects, delay, or poison, he will go ahead and boost the orbs of strength, dex, and quick characters by 1.75 times for one turn. And then if during that turn you land 4 perfect hits, he's going to boost the orbs of strength, dex, and quick by 1.75 for the next 2 turns after it. So this guy essentially gives you a full board of orbs. You get 3 turns of 1.75 times orb boost to strength, dex, quick. You get, pretty nice single target damage if you consume a full board of type slots. And he also removes orb break up and orb break down effects. Pretty freaking cool character if you ask me. He works obviously extremely well with Lucy, having the ability to boost the same colors as Lucy and also having the 4 perfect hit effect. So yeah, this character just works so well with Lucy and also Big Mom Legend as well. So yeah, this is definitely a character that I would suggest you guys to be maxing out. In terms of his sailor abilities, his first one will boost strength, dex, and quick characters attack by 40, and his secondary one will boost strength, dex, and quick characters HP by 40. Unfortunately, he does not have any orb beneficial enabling, which would have made him even better than what he already is. And his potential ability, first one, is going to be 5 turn reduction of slot bind, and also he will go ahead and be unaffected by barriers when you are above 50% HP. There's not much really else to say about this character other than yes, you really should be maxing this guy out. He's going to be useful in a lot of content, especially if you use Lucy and Big Mom often, or any other strength, dex, or quick character. This is going to be a character that I would suggest you guys to be maxing out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of each of the rounds of COLISEUM Oven. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of each of the rounds. So the first round is going to be against Daifuku, and on stage 4 you have to deal with Smoothie. Smoothie has 1.5 million health and she attacks every 2 turns for 8,800 damage. So you can see that she has a poison immunity, and also for 99 turns recovery orbs are going to be appearing less, and strength, dex, and quick orbs are counted as negative for the next 4 turns. So using alternative orbs is going to be your best bet for taking down this stage, because 4 turns you will likely be carrying that into the final room. Also, if Smoothie's below half health, she'll go ahead and cut your health in half, and then she's going to fully heal once only under 50%. Then once you kill Smoothie, you'll move on to Daifuku, who has 3.5 million health, and he has a preemptive attack of giving himself a delay immunity. Also, he recovery binds you for 11 turns, and also for 6 turns, either your captain or your friend captain will be blown away. And under 50%, he will go ahead and blow away a random unit for 3 turns. Ideally, do not get him below 50%, and using some sort of method to avoid being blown away with your captains is going to be your best bet here. I use V1 Sanji in this video to completely avoid that in order for me to take down Daifuku. Round number 2 is going to be against Katakuri, but on stage 4 we have Perospero. He has just about 1.5 million health, and he has a preemptive attack of giving himself 99 turns of defense up and 99 turns of defense down immunity, so you can't use any sort of method to reduce his defense. So like Rare Recruit Peckham's would be good here because he can completely get rid of the blue shield entirely, and you can see that your ship is binded for 20 turns, so your ship effect is going to be useless here, so you have to have some pretty strong effects in order for you to actually beat this specific piece of content. And then Katakuri has nearly 4 million health. He has a 15 hit barrier, and also he will bind your right side for 5 turns, and on turn 3, 4, and 5 is going to bind units on your crew. So first off, starts off with the bottom row, then the middle row, and then the top row. Also, you cannot use an attack boost here because he will remove all positive buffs and then give you an attack down, and if you delay him or reduce his defense, he will then once again remove all positive buffs. So using a character that can bring an attack boost into this final room is definitely ideal here, which is why I use Lucy as the ideal team for taking on Katakuri. And now we get to move on to one of the 3 teams that I have for you guys in this video for taking on round 3 of Coliseum Oven. So you can see here that we are using a Whitebeard and Marco team. There will be also a 6+ judge team, and also a Luffy and Ace team, so definitely look forward to that one. But on stage 3 of the Oven fight, you have to deal with Daifuku once again. This time he has 1.8 million health, and he has a preemptive attack of giving himself a 12 hit barrier. Also for 3 turns, you'll get a 1.25 times chain lock, and you'll be blinded for 3 turns as well. And then he'll also lock your orbs and give you a full board of bomb orbs. So it's quite annoying, but he doesn't actually do that much damage, even though every single time he does attack, he will attack twice. So damage reducing captain effects are going to be nice here for taking on the Daifuku stage, or just use an orb manipulator, get rid of those bomb orbs specifically. If he is alive after the 5th turn, he will give you 99 turns of recovery bind. I do that actually with this specific team with Whitebeard and Marco, but luckily I don't really need to recover after this stage, so it's quite fine. And then we move on to stage 4, which is going to be against Katakuri. So Katakuri has 2.89 million health, and he attacks every turn for 7,250 damage. Now he has a preemptive attack of giving him full immunity for 99 turns. He has a 1-hit int barrier. You have to hit him with an int orb before you break his barrier for 99 turns. He also has a 3-turn damage reduction rainbow shield, and he also changes color into a Psy unit. So obviously int characters are going to be useful here for dealing more damage, and every 2 turns he actually does 10,000 fixed damage to your team. So any damage reducing effect, it won't actually reduce the damage that you take on turn 2. So I want to put that out there just in case if you guys were wondering about that. Then we move on to the final stage, which is going to be against Oven. Oven has monstrous health at 9.5 million HP. He has a preemptive attack of having 99 turns of poison immunity and delay immunity. He also has a 2-hit Great Barrier, and then he'll also paralyze your entire team for 3 turns and give you 2 turns of special bind to your entire team. Also, at the end of turn 1, and then every 2 turns after that, he applies 2 turns of burn to your team, and that means that whenever you hit a perfect, you're going to be getting 3 1000 damage dealt to you at the end of the turn. However, something to note is that if you kill the enemy while you have the burn status active, you do not take the burn damage at the end of the fight if you clear the dungeon. So, you know, that's just something to note, that, you know, you can just clear the dungeon even if you have it. You don't have to worry about taking end of turn damage and dying. Also, he has an interrupt as well. Whenever you activate some sort of special that is a damage reduction effect, he's going to remove all your positive buffs and give you an 80% health cut. He only does this once though, and it is highly suggested that you bring some sort of very good damage reducer, because when Oven is defeated, he does 450,000 damage to your team. So you need at least 2 units on your crew that can provide some sort of damage reduction effect. In this team you're seeing here, we have 6+ Bartolomeo, which will allow us to tank any one hit while we use his special. And there's also, with the 2 other teams you guys are going to be seeing here, I use 6+ Barto once again, and in my other team with Judge, I actually use Raid Boss Bartolomeo along with the damage reduction effect that 6+ Judge gives you as a captain, and that's the way that I'm able to beat it with that team. But basically, you need like some sort of really good Barto unit that gives you damage reduction, and that's going to enable you to clear it. Another unit that would help as well would be 6-star Robin. She has the ability where you take literally no damage when you activate her special, so if you have a team with Robin on it, that is also pretty good as well. But remember, anytime you activate a damage reduction effect, he's going to activate that special interrupt first, where it gets cleared away. So another way that I would suggest to get around that as well is to use the Coded Sunny ship, and you can use the Coded Sunny ship first, and then he'll clear that buff away, and then you can use your Bartolomeo or whatever special ability on your team will allow you to tank the death hit from Coliseum Oven. But from the 3 teams that I've tried and the ones you are going to be seeing in this video, I definitely will be using this Judge team to farm it. It was so easy using this Judge team. The Whitebeard and Marco team obviously does work quite fine. I felt it was a little slow, and then also the Luffy and Ace team is a little bit risky if you don't actually focus and switch in the correct order and attack correctly and stuff. But the Judge team was just really laid back, very, very easy to clear with. So if you guys have the Judge team, this is a very, very good team to farm it with, and it's probably the team I'm going to be using to farm it with. Obviously, if you have Legend Capone and his entire batch with Treasure Mode Hancock, this Coliseum's a cakewalk, essentially. Like, this was obviously made for Capone to beat. So if you have that, you know, congratulations. That's going to make this fight a lot easier for you. But that's pretty much all I want to say, pretty much, for the Coliseum Oven breakdown. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.